What's up, guys? It's Oblivious Gamer here, and well, not much has been going on this week that I wanted to talk about. I think also particularly because we have the Summer Games Fest event, happening Friday, so obviously a lot of the news has been under wraps because everything or a lot of things are supposed to be revealed or shown this Friday. Obviously, maybe starting today, which is Thursday, we might be getting some leaks, as it always happens with these events. But as of the time that I'm making this video, there really hasn't been much I wanted to talk about. Now, something did pop up, which is with regards to a game called Tribe 9. Now, Tribe 9 is being made by 2Kyo Games. 2Kyo Games is basically a game developer company that was founded by ex-employees of Spike Chunsoft. For example, the series writer of Danganronpa, Kazutaka Kodaka, is one of the founding members of 2Kyo Games. The director of Zero Escape, Kotaro Uchikoshi, is, for example, another member of 2Kyo Games. And they themselves have been developing a bunch of games. One of the most recent ones, which I did enjoy, was Master Detective Archives Raincoat. Sadly, that game was only released on the Switch, but it is supposed to come out to other platforms this year, I think worldwide by October. Master Detectives is a really fun and amazing game, so I hope more people would give it a chance, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Tribe 9. Now, some of you guys might have heard of Tribe 9, or the name might sound like, I think I've heard that before. Tribe 9 was announced a couple years ago, but it was also announced as a multimedia project. So there was actually a anime that was released back in 2022, so 2 years ago, which is where you might have heard of them or heard of the title. My assumption was this game was maybe supposed to come out in tandem or near the release of the anime, but stuff might have been during production, which is why we're getting 2 years apart of the anime and then the game. The Tribe 9 was announced a while back. If I'm not mistaken, the game was announced February of 2020, and then 2021 it was revealed that it was going to be a 3D action role-playing game. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, we got a trailer for the game, or another one which is totally the first game trailer, and looking at the gameplay, it does seem a bit interesting. As I said, you have the elements of the action RPG, which looks really fun. You also have some elements of them being 2D sprites when they're exploring areas, which I love that kind of stuff. Huge fan of 2D sprites. So seeing this kind of stuff, I'm like, oh wow, that looks really nice. And they're able to explore areas, you're able to see them engage with some enemies, and then it transitions into the 3D action segment. And it looks kind of zany, it looks kind of fun. There's of course we get to see some puzzles that it has, and then we get to see some of the characters. And the character models look on as well fine. I don't think it's anything crazy, but it looks like this could be a very fun game. Sadly though, well, it depends on who you are, but for me, sadly though, this is a game that was announced for smartphones. So this is a game that you're gonna see on Android and iOS. And also, it seems it's supposed to be a free-to-play game, if I'm not getting it wrong. So most likely we have a gacha game in our hands here. On the bright side, they also announced the game will be coming out to Steam. So people who have a PC will be able to try or play the game, which for me, it always feels kind of like a bummer when some games look interesting or cool and they're just released on mobile phones. Now, we have seen the trend kind of change a bit, where a lot of these companies are starting to release these gacha games or these free-to-play games on multiple platforms that's not just iOS and Android. We've seen this with MiHoYo games. One of the latest ones, Wuthering Waves by Kuro Games. That's a game that was released on smartphones and PC and is coming out for the PlayStation later on. So we have seen companies bringing other games to PC, which it seems that's going to be the case here. I'm hoping if this is something that turns out good or fun, they also release to other platforms, but in the end, it is what it is. It's a bit of a bummer that it has like an interesting concept, it has like an interesting style, seems like it could be a fun game, but it's mostly for smartphones. Well, I mean, at least it's coming out on PC. Like, being on smartphone, though, I just want to reiterate, just in case, but being on smartphone was announced already in 2021, so this technically doesn't come as a surprise, but I was hoping, well, kinda was hoping they would bring it to other platforms. They're kinda doing it with PC, but hopefully they'll consider more different platforms, also like PlayStation or Xbox. It is what it is. I guess you have to do what you gotta do to keep the company afloat. Because 2Kyo Games has also been experimenting some stuff. Like, they also did like Akudama Drive, the anime co-produced with Period, and they did 2 games, which is like Death Come True, which I don't know, World's Ends Club, which was a puzzle action adventure game that was released on like the Apple Arcade. Obviously later came out to other platforms, but yeah, they also have another game which is like the Limit X Despair, which we are supposed to get some information also about that. But yeah, as I said, it is what it is. At least the game is coming out on Steam, so when it's out, I'll probably give it a shot, see what's up. As always though, guys, what are your thoughts? This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.